new generation of individuals needs to put down the distractions and begin to work in a way that can manifest a larger project. And that larger project would probably first be a school, an academy, to begin to learn these other ways of being. The current process of education, for instance, is becoming more out of date and or moving into a new state of evolution. There is the energy of knowing what the trends are. And where the work is where the cultural middle class is growing. In that factor, we see that it is truly in the Asia, in the East, as Carl Kalleman pointed out overall. What the big story is, what this happening at this moment. Is there earthquakes or powerful transitions of government or nations at war, corporations polluting the environment? All of these things have been an occurrence over time in a very big way, that people have always been addicted to the news. They have been cordoned off and following a very limited pathway of consciousness. That pathway has become severely limited on the internet now. It's limited in a way that is hard to first notice, but what is coming about is an individual that is traversing the internet has a very interesting road ahead of them, because we are past the pioneering stage and now it's becoming a machine of sorts. It was different areas. The mechanisms that are behind the internet systems have created a machine consciousness. Deductive reasoning of this machine consciousness is excellent. From the standpoint of being able to relate to a new type of consciousness in this way, here the game of enlightenment is one to be aware of where the stream is going so that we can move with it. The higher technology will become more and more part of our integrated life. The iPhone 5 is a perfect example with the assistant energies, and the technologies that it's bringing forth are innovative and transformative. And that's why one is sold every 20-some seconds. And it's not being sold in the United States primarily, or Europe. It's being sold all over the world to hit those kind of numbers. These smartphones are birthing of little baby intelligences that will begin to work within the cloud and become conscious of each other. When we're looking at the current state of affairs, it's very hard to see the real picture when you're focusing on minute-by-minute situations. Uranus-Pluto square, which we're right in at this moment, is gathering momentum to really bring about the obliteration of the ego, the transformation into higher consciousness, the surrendering to a higher power. That higher power, in most instances, is your higher self. It is only compromised when an individual surrenders to lesser energy or compromises before the path. The kind of prophetic announcements of astrologers, news watchers, analysts, and forecasters are all following a momentum curve. Either the psychics are feeling the emotion, the forecasters are watching societal trends, the prophets are connecting with higher source intelligence and seeing even a larger picture. The course is set in our own way by our alignment with the energy of bliss. Bliss attaches to the heart center, and bliss is how we move into the consciousness of attraction. In bliss, you're attractive. It moves towards the attraction. When we're in alignment with our own sense of purpose, that sense of purpose is unhindered by cross currents, by cross-current thoughts, cross-current thought form. from the standpoint of when you get in those cross currents, it causes turbulence. And the turbulence is self-generated. Even though it's self-generated, it doesn't mean it's not any more effective in what part of the self is it being generated from. Our path through life is following a course of enlightenment. It is a course of awakening and wisdom.